Hey guys, this is Jesper from YACSS. So we just launched a update to the local SEO module over here on the left side that now allows you to create driving directions for Google Business profiles that has a hidden address. So previously it was only possible to use this functionality if your Google Business profile, your GBP, is actually showing the address, but we now changed that. So the way that we created driving direction URLs for normal GBPs is we're using the place ID to create a unique version of this driving directions. We actually know that what business it is that we are targeting. So what we're doing now for GBPs with hidden address is we're using the latitude and longitude. I'm going to show you how to actually identify the latitude and longitude for the GBP with the hidden address. So let's get started. So what you do is you click on local SEO module in the left side, and you click on add new project, and then you just go through these fields like I'm going to show you now. So let's give it a name, tree service tester, and the next thing is find company, add company name as shown in GBP. So I will use a tree service Chicago tree service. I will use a GBP in Chicago as example. So let's take this guy here, RGP tree service. So you can see that they are not showing the address, so the address is hidden. And I'm using a Chrome plugin called Plepper that allows me to actually see a lot of details about this Google Business profile. So you can see that their address is certainly hidden, so it's not shown here. And so if I copy this company name here, copy, and go back to YACSS and click paste. Good. I will not be shown anything. And that's because we're using the Google Local, the Google Places API. And the Google API does not allow us to fetch the address information of any business that specifies that their address is hidden. So Google actually respects that you're saying address hidden. That just means that the Google API will not work in this case. So, and let me actually show you what it looks like with the normal GBP that has a visible address for myself, Jesper Nissen. I live in Hobrovej, so that's my GBP. So for hidden address, what you need to do is you need to fill in these fields manually like I'm showing you now. So the company name, I just copied that, so I will click Control V, because we're using this company name everywhere in the documents that we're creating. So we're creating the sheets, the slides, the doc, and the calendar events, and everything we're generating, we're using actually this company name. So let me go back, and I need now the place ID, so I can copy that here. Right click and copy. Left click paste. Latitude and longitude, I can see that down here. Right click copy, back to YACSS, and latitude and longitude, Control V, Control V. And in the latitude field I will delete this part here, so it's latitude, and then in the longitude field I will delete this part, so it's the longitude. So now we have the specific location. The main keyword will be tree service Chicago, and the field is now called web page URL for AI content generation. The reason that we have this field is that we need some background information of what is the company about. And so you go back to the GBP, you click on this link here, and then it's up to you what page you want to use as background information. Of course, it depends on what keyword that you want to rank the GBP for. So I want to rank for tree service Chicago. I don't know anything about these guys here. It could be the home page, it could be a sub page. This is empty, so I'm not going to use the sub page in this example. So I think I'll just use the home page as example. So I'll paste this here. Oops. Oh. I accidentally closed. I hit something on the keyboard. Let me just go through it one more time. Trees, service, Chicago, and let's put down here, and yeah, so now you can see me do it one more time. I accidentally closed the dialog. So latitude, longitude, yeah, stuff like that happens sometimes, right? Place ID, one more time. Let me copy this guy here. Copy, place ID, and it was tree service, Chicago. Okay, so what we were talking about is the field web page URL for AI content generation. So as I was saying, we need some sort of information to put into all of these properties that we're creating, the sheets, the slides, the KML file for the Google My Maps, and everything. So that's why we need this article down here, because and also in the calendar events, because in each calendar event we're putting a new version of this article that we're generating down here. So that's why we need to produce an article. You can use ChatGPT in your own prompt, but you can also just use the built-in functionality in YACSS that we have now. So we can select all sorts of models here. I'm just using the default GPT-4o. And you can select your language. We support all languages. English is of course the default. Yeah. English United States. Where is it? Here it is. Include spin tags. I always leave this marked because then it produces a spin tags version of the article, which is good because that's what we need. So let me just click produce. So now it's processing. While it's processing, I'm always doing that. I'm going down here and doing the same thing, produce keywords. Because the keywords is also going to be used in the project, and I'm going to show you that in a couple of seconds or in a minute. So driving directions, you can determine if you want to have driving directions only or if you want to have links to the GBP. So the driving directions and the links to the GBP will be not so specific as if you had an actual visible address. So that's the downside of having a hidden address, that you can't make it super duper specific as you can normally under normal circumstances. But nevertheless, I will produce both the GBP links and the driving directions. And now successfully generated the keywords here, and I'm still waiting for the article. Let me just click pause. So now it's done. We have the AI article here in spin tags, and we have the keywords. So let me select the driving modes here, and let me just click. I won't upload any images because well, I could actually generate one image. Photo realistic image of man doing tree service. Photorealistic of man doing tree service in garden. And let's use the so let's generate one image. Photo realistic image of man doing tree service in garden. And I'm going to use the Gemini. That's, oh sorry, not Gemini, the Google Imagen 3. That's what I like to use. And 16.9, I'll just generate one image. So that's my preferred model. And the model selection that you can choose here is based on the replicate platform that we also implemented support for. And this is what it looks like. I think this is fine now. Yeah, I think it's good. So let's click create. So what it's doing now is it's generating the driving directions and the GBP links. It's not uploading it anywhere yet, just yet. So it's calculating and generating and doing its thing, and it takes a couple of seconds. And yeah, so now it's done. Tree service tester. Let's see here. What you can do now is you can click on this blue guy here, and you have a ton of export options. So we can download URLs as texts. And this is what it looks like. The number one URL. Let's just see what that looks like here. Control C, Control V. So the driving directions are going to look like this. So you can see that this red marker here will be the destination. So the destination will be the latitude and the longitude of the business. The latitude and longitude that I entered into the local SEO projects. And let me just go back. So I specified to use 50 driving directions, so that's what it has created. And I can also click on the blue guy again and GBP links as text. And let's see what they will look like. So they look a little bit different. Yeah, so RGP tree service. So it's actually it is the correct GBP that we have generated here, and so this is a link. So when I'm saying a link to the GBP, is what I mean by that is that, and I'm going to show you that we actually taking these URLs and we are placing them into text and content where you can actually click on them. That's what I mean by links. So I've talked about this before, but you can see that they are almost identical, these guys here. The only difference is that they have a slight different zoom level here. You can see 87.70 or 705, 87.724, 87.729. So each of these lines is a different variant, a different version of the GBP, whereas here it is. So it's kind of like me doing like this. So this is a new version, this is a new version, this is a new version, this is a new version. Because you can see up here the latitude and longitude is changing every time I kind of like drag the mouse. Also the zoom level, same thing. So yeah, so that's what we have been generating. So next step is generating the Google stack and the Blogger page. So let's do the Blogger first, and I will select my account, Jonathan Wolfman. I have YACSS testing blog. So Tree Service Chicago 2, or just Tree Service Chicago. So let's name it 2. Create post. So what it's doing now is it's connecting to the Blogger blog, and let's see here. So this is what it looks like. Looks nice. We have this guy here doing tree service in his garden. He's having fun. And this is today's dates, and we have the article, and then we have all of the driving directions. So I think I like this, and we have the we have the keyword, and we have the latitude and longitude, and so yeah, it looks nice. And down here we have more stuff down here. What do we have here? So that's more stuff. So that's links also, and then we have what do we have here? So that's the GBP links. Yeah, so it's a very nice and locally optimized GBP post or Blogger post. Yeah, so what we do now, the last step is export to Drive. And let me select clients, Google accounts, or Gmail, and Tree Service Chicago 2, and click upload. And now it is uploading, and let me just click pause while it's uploading. Alright, so now it's done, and yeah, so we have a bunch of new download options once you have actually uploaded it. And let me go over to the Google Drive. Here it is, and let me click refresh. Tree Service Chicago 2, that's the guy that I just created, and let's actually see. So you can see that it actually uploads the image here. So this is the tree service guy that we generated. Then we have the KML file, the PowerPoint, and the doc and the slides. Let's just open just for fun. And you can see the article, and then you can see all of the links here. You can see the doc, the links, and everything else. And this is the article. And you can see the slides. And this is what it looks like. So let me go back. So what I can do now is I can click on Mass Page Builder, because I can, besides actually generating the Google stack, and I can also embed this Google stack in a single cloud page or in a cloud site with many pages, or cloud stack. So it works the same regardless of how you build these cloud sites. So let me just create some testing here. Tree service tester, and let me go down to local, show on page, add new local SEO module, doot, and tree service tester, embed, insert directions, and you can now see these 5 guys down here, and you can see all of the driving directions. So I click save, and I click preview. Doot. So yeah, so now it's done. So you can see that this is what it's going to. This is what the finished result will look like. So I now, step 1, I generated the local SEO project with the driving directions. Step 2, I uploaded it to Google Drive and Blogger also. And step 3, I can now embed this Google stack inside of a cloud site. So you can see the sheets, the doc, the slides, the form. This is the Google form, and then the calendar with all the individual calendar events, and then the local SEO stuff down here. So that's actually very nice. And let me go up to this guy here. So you can see here that we have the version, the unspun version of the article that we produced. So yeah, it's very nice. I think I really like this this functionality, because it saves a lot of time. And so the process that I just showed you is for GBP with hidden address. Of course, if you have a GBP that has a visible address, you can just do what I do. And you just the only difference is that it's easier, because you can just actually find the address here, also find the GBP and click doot, and then it fills these guys in for you. So yeah, so that was it for today's update video. I hope you like, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.